In today's Talk of the Heartland, you can take a more active role in conservation in your community by signing up for the 2026 Illinois Master Naturalist program. Training sessions are set for 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. on Fridays from March 13th to May 22nd at the Rend Lake Visitor Center in Benton, Illinois. The 10-week training course will cover a variety of topics like ecology and aquatic life. The fee for the course is $250. You must download the interest form by February 18th. We've got the link right now at kfes12.com. Now joining me now, we have Kim Rowling with the U of I Extension. Thank you so much for joining us. Now, tell me about the program.
So the Master Naturalist program is a training program for volunteers to learn more about the natural world, especially in our Illinois communities. So we have so many amazing natural resources, plants and animals that are specialized to this area. The class allows volunteers and participants to learn a little bit more about those things. When we meet in person on Fridays, it'll be a chance for the participants to learn about one of 16 different modules with a local expert. And so those experts aren't just U of I staff. We bring in folks from IDNR, U.S. Forest Service, and it's just a fun way to learn.
That's awesome. So what does a Master Naturalist do?
So after they go through a training program to learn more about Illinois natural resources, they can decide to take on a volunteer internship. So they'll do a 60-hour internship that they have to do within 2 years. And participants are able to do volunteer opportunities based on what they really enjoyed learning about in class. So for in some instances, volunteers really enjoy direct education, so they'll help with youth programs, become a docent at a local nature center like Giant City State Park. The training will be run at the Rend Lake Visitor Center, so there's opportunities to work in the pollinator gardens outside there.
So who can join?
Anybody can join. You don't need a background in this sort of in these sorts of information. You can, as long as you're 18 and up and you have a desire to learn and to give back to your local community, this program is for you.
Now, for those who participate, what kind of training will you guys do?
So for our training, they will get to learn on a variety of different topics like botany, ecology, ichthyology. That'll be a really fun class at Rend Lake. And then after training, they will go through partnership programs potentially, where they would get trained to learn more about the volunteer impacts that they could work on at that site.
Wow. And what's the registration process like?
So right now, you would contact your local extension office. So we have different Master Naturalist coordinators across the state. Erica Lundy is our local coordinator in the Murfreesboro office in Jackson County. So you'd be able to call the office or potentially email her at eplunde@illinois.edu, or you can go to our website, which is go.illinois.edu, Southern Illinois Master Naturalist. So I'll say that again, go.illinois.edu/Southern Illinois MN. And that's how you would be able to get more details on that process. The way that it would work, your natural coordinator, your Master Naturalist coordinator will ask a series of questions just to see how you fit within that program so that we can help tailor that experience more towards you. We have a few forms that you would need to fill out, and we go through a series of background checks just to make sure that you can be safe volunteering with your cohort as well as others in the community.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for taking the time to talk with us. And we've got the link to download the interest form for the Illinois Master Naturalist program right now at kfes12.com. More of your Heartland Afternoon is still ahead. Be sure to stay tuned.